Hello and welcome to a video by a fallen tree. Today I am going to show you how to convert a Bachmann standard Thomas train car to kadee couplers. I'm going to do this because I've seen so much on the Bachmann forums of how to convert these to the easier couplers. So obviously you want to start with putting this upside down. I'm going to hold this by hand, and with the micro I'm going to undo the screw to hold the loop and hook coupler. Flip it around and take both couplers off. You can save these couplers if you want, but I find it's easier just to toss them. They're just bulky, too long, they're out of scale and proportion, and they just are terrible in total. If you want to try to save the spring from in here, you can. Couplers removed, so now it looks a lot more plain. Taking a pair of pliers or cutters or whatever you have available, snip off the little indentation here, the little dowel piece. That way you can get the kadee number 5 coupler box to a good level height. Just toss that excess. And using a X-Acto knife, always be careful with the knife, or you could also use a file, trim away any leftover excess. Take the knife blade, also widen out the hole if necessary, or empty it out. Sometimes you do have a little bit of plastic in there too. So that's all clear. Now for the installation of the kadee coupler box. Going with the standard number 5 kadee coupler box, which comes with a little box, the brass plate with the spring attached inside, the main coupler, and the outside plate. I find these screws, they've been replacing the screws recently, so the screws are actually a lot longer, so you don't have to replace screws. Otherwise, before I've had to replace them with longer RC screws. Coupler in place, screw it in. Make sure it's a nice tight fit. And straighten it out. And that is one side. You find these will have a greater improvement on the operation of the train car from Thomas, the Thomas range. That and the coupler looks so much better already. It looks more convincible. And to test this out on the track gauge with the coupler height, it fits perfectly. Sometimes I do find it's easier to cut the this little pin down here. Sometimes does collide with some crossings or whatnot. So it's easier just to cut it away. There you go. That side is perfect. It's as flush as possible. Of course, you may want to do a little bit of more tweaking depending on the cars. Each car can be a bit different too. And now placing in my second coupler. Exact same operation. Take the screw, throw it in the hole, keep it centered, cut away the extra, and match. Later I'll show you how to convert a Bachmann Thomas. See you again later.